get this a little higher for
I know, I have to move.
Copenhaver here. It's not a DB.
If we had Boaz, I'd have to lift it up.
Yeah, it'd be pretty crazy. All right, I'm rolling here.
At least it's not pleasure.
Yeah, sure. So since we're talking about is your hand, your wrist, I guess it's your wrist?
Hand.
Hand, okay. How much has that limited you? Because you were targeting a lot early, and then for a while you were out there, but I guess you weren't really targeted too much, but you're getting some more stuff in the last couple of weeks. Take us through that.
Yeah, it's definitely frustrating. Nobody wants to get injured during the season. You just got to roll with the punches, and that was one of the punches that that happened in the South Carolina game, and again it was frustrating. Not asking all these questions, but it happened. We're getting through it day by day. It hasn't been easy, but just put a cast out and going out there and playing, and it's definitely it's a little mind game. If you mess up, you miss a block, you could say you have an easy way out, but in all honesty, you just gotta play one play at a time, and I don't think it really limits me that much. I'd like to think it doesn't. Sometimes it can, but just play to the best of my ability.
Don't want to dwell too much on it, but I will ask you this. A lot of people just assume it only affects you in receiving. How does it affect you with blocking, since hands are a big part of that?
Yeah, the pain's still there a little bit. It's not horrible. It's not like how it was, when it first happened. But when you go in there and block, you got to use your hand. You can't just ball it up in the fist and see where it goes from there. But it can just affect it in ways of like you can't really grab much when it's in the cast. So even though the fingers are free, you can still go up there and punch and stuff. But it's a little harder to grab and stuff. So. It's not too bad though. I'm not complaining a whole lot about it because it's been a lot better from when it originally happened.
John, what's been the mood among the team since Saturday? Like, has it been sort of a rallying the troops, banding together, make sure this doesn't happen again type deal?
Yeah, no, absolutely. It was everyone was upset, frustrated, mad. We took Sunday and we dealt with it, watched film, and put that to bed. And now we're on Georgia Tech, and I think we just kind of put a little fire under our butts that I think we needed to.
Coach, why didn't you sit out after you got hurt? I mean, you had the dang club on there for App State. Like, how close were you to not playing, or was that not an option for you? Yeah, no, it definitely ran through my mind. I, just. Again, asking questions like, why the first game of the season? Like, why couldn't it be towards the end of the season? But I definitely thought about it. I was like, maybe I should just let it rest for a week or two and see where it goes. But I talked to Coach Kitchens and made the executive decision just club it up. And surprisingly, you don't even feel it in that club, which was awesome. Yeah, but then again, you only playing with one hand, so. Again, frustrating and stuff, but it's taking it one day at a time. Guys got my back no matter what. Just trying to tough it out and just play it. Even though I didn't play that many snaps against App, but in any way the team can that I can help the team win, and I'll definitely do that. You had the great catch in the end zone against South Carolina, like one of the highlight plays of the night. Was your hand already broken by that point?
Yes, sir, it was.
Okay, all right.
Have you ever won one of those clubs before in high school? Or?
Yeah, I have definitely. Middle school, probably I broke my hand, and that was with lacrosse though. And then in wrestling, I did too, but that was the last match of the day. So.
Same hand?
No, left hand.
Okay, so this is a new side.
Yes, sir.
Could too much be made about this point in the season versus the loss to Georgia Tech last year and how things went afterward? Or is that something that you guys may guard against? Hey, let's not let the same thing happen that happened a year ago. Or is that just something that isn't even on the barometer there?
Yeah, it definitely crosses your mind. You play them. We played them the past 3 years, and the last two of them we lost. You just don't want to hinder on that too much. It's a new year, new team, new coaches. So you just go with it. Knowing that we did lose them, that happened. But again, it's a new year, new team. So
How are they different? I know when Coach Key took over last year, he was taking over their Chef Collins' program. I imagine he made a lot of changes. So how are they different in preparing for them now as opposed to a year ago?
Yeah, I don't think it's any different. We've been preaching that every opponent that we play is a gray-faced opponent, no matter who it is. Whether that's Campbell or whether that's South Carolina, they're all the same. We're going to prepare the same way.
Did you hear from Georgia Tech in recruiting as local dude? And did you go to any of those games growing up? Like, what is this like for a Georgia boy to go back?
Yeah, no, it's definitely awesome going back. About 30, 45 minutes north of Atlanta, but super close. So it's definitely awesome going back home. I got a lot of people coming to the games, so that'll be fun to see them. But I got recruited by them. Went on a few visits. I really enjoyed the school and the atmosphere that they had, and had a few of the guys on the team that I knew from like our rival high school and stuff. So it's good knowing that you got familiar faces on the team.
Who are those dudes? Like, they still down there, I guess, obviously?
Jordan Yates was the quarterback, and then he transferred to Sam Houston. And then one of their tight ends, number 2, I'm drawing a blank on his name, but so I know him pretty well.
Did you know that George Breakers over there taking pictures of you? I didn't want you to think I was like laughing at him.
Did you know that Jordan's brother played here?
I'm sorry.
Did you know that Jordan's brother played here?
Did I do what?
Did you know that Jordan Yates' brother played here?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, absolutely.
Did you talk to him during your recruitment just to get an idea what Carolina's like? Or
no, I did not. But there's also 2 other guys that went to my high school that were on the team when I was getting recruited. So that was, getting familiar faces. Jordan Tucker and Tyron Hopper.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
Oh, how many family friends will you have there this weekend?
I think we're at 12 right now. So.
Do you have to cobble together tickets for them? Or they
Got
just
to,
buy
right?
it?
I'm asking around the team. I don't want to be too annoying about it, but if they've got extra tickets, it doesn't hurt to ask. So
You can advocate for catching another 2-point play like you did in Atlanta 2 years ago.
Caden Baker did that one.
Oh, that was me.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Caden Baker. Yeah, went in for the 2-point play and caught it. So.
Coach, what is the... Are you going, Mike?
No, I was just saying my bad.
Yeah, I was about to make a comment. Coach, what have you seen from Bryson Nesbitt? Obviously, this is a super talented guy. That's, everyone knows that. He had a great year last year.
Mm-hmm.
Has he started to take his game to another level? It seems like he's always been a matchup nightmare, but it seems even more so. He's running away from the guy on the sideline the other night. He just left the linebacker.
Mm-hmm.
How have you seen his development or progression? Just because he seems like he's just such a weapon.
Yeah, absolutely. He came in here, more receiving, and that's still kind of his gig and everything. But I think people kind of forget that he's tight end, and people might think he's just receiving, but he'll go in there and put his nose in the dirt and block some people, and he doesn't care who it is. He'll go and throw his whole body at him, which I respect highly. Just the physical and the toughness. I think part of that is what Coach Kitchen has brought to the team and to the tight ends especially. So I really enjoy that. He's just elusive. Again, like what you said, he's a mismatch for a lot of people, and that's a big weapon that we have on this team, and I think we're going to keep utilizing him.
You mentioned Freddie. Is he just like great just to be around? He seems like such a fun, interesting dude. The knowledge. What is that like just being around him?
Yeah, no, he's been around the block. He's been there, done that. Super knowledgeable. He's coached tight ends, running backs, O-line, quarterbacks. So when we're watching film, it's not just from the tight end's perspective. It can be from what the quarterback's thinking and how the O-line's gonna be blocking and stuff. So just a super knowledgeable guy. He's always bringing the morale up. Can crack jokes and keep everyone up on their toes. And I think part of him has brought the tight ends closer together this year than I think we've ever had.
He keeps it loose, but he can also crack the whip, kind of, can't he?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. It doesn't matter who you are; he'll get on your butt real quick if you're not doing what you need to be doing.
I want to ask you about Bryson and blocking. He had mentioned that as being a point of emphasis. I think we talked to Mac. He said something in August about Bryson needing to block more. That would be the next level thing for him to do. How much of that part of his game has improved? And the other part of that question is, when you're a guy that is looked at as a receiving tight end, when you also become a blocking tight end, how does that help him with being able to get open in the way that people are reading him when he's out on the field?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think, before people were like, oh, if 18 goes in the game, he's probably going to be going out for a catch or something. And I think, him working on in spring and, fall camp with blocking and stuff and, being more physical, having more toughness, that obviously helps you, and instead of him just going in like, oh, 18's going out for a pass, and they don't know, right? So he could be coming across the line and swiping the D end, or he could be running it out and up and, catching a touchdown, so.
Cope, how would you describe the mood of the team? Coming off, the tough loss the other night and, still a lot of games to play, just like, are you guys angry? Like, what can you put an emotion on it, maybe?
Yeah, I mean, maybe just disappointed. I think everyone in this building knew that going into this game, like I said, the gray face opponent. So again, frustrating, disappointed, but I think that lit the fire under our butts, and any team that can lose on any given day. So you just got to have that mindset that nothing's given to you. And you just got to go out there and take it.
All right. Thanks, John.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, guys.
Good stuff.